So we are going to talk about my updated bookshelf for 2026. This is going to change later in the year, but I'm going to show you my updated bookshelf of 2026 so far. Hello, my magical, wonderful book magical fairies. It is I, Kiara the Book Nerd Fairy. Welcome or welcome back if you're new to my channel, or you've been here. Today, like I said in the intro, we are going to talk about my bookshelf. My bookshelf is kind of weird at the moment, but that is okay because it's my bookshelf, and I thought, hey, why don't I show you my new bookshelf for 2026. So anyways, grab your drink, grab your snack, and let's get on with the video, shall we? So on this tippity toppity shelf, we have my autographed Becky Lynch book, which I will show you here like towards the end of the video, and the Seth Rollins picture that when he won his heavyweight championship back in SummerSlam. If you don't know me, I'm a WWE wrestling fan, and these two are married, so I'm like, they have to be together. So, yeah. And then there's a little Seth Rollins action figure that I got at a secondhand store for free. And I have a books read this year. So far, it's 2. By the time this video will be uploaded, it's probably going to be like 3 or 4. A little stand that I got from a women's conference. A little book right here, sunglasses, and then my Apple Pencil. Here on this shelf is all the books that I haven't read. Just letting you know, some of these are read, some of the majorities I have not read, but some of these will be rereads. So on this shelf we have books right here. So on this one we have The Murder Before Christmas by Michelle Rock, Abby Jimenez's Just for the Summer, Betting on You by Lynn Painter. This one, I believe, is The Spell Shop, if I'm correct. Yep, The Spell Shop. And then by Sarah Beth Durst. This one is Disney's Land by Richard Snow. Can't wait to read this one. Dear God, Can You Hear Me by Leah Monix. 12 Dates of Christmas by Jenny Bayliss. And then I got Enchantra and Phantasma, which are both by Kaylee Smith. Look at those, aren't those so pretty? And then we got the Dreamland Billionaire series by Lauren Asher. So we got fine print, terms and condition, and final author. And then we got the Honeycrisp Orchard Inn by Valerie Bowman. Next, we just got a little snowman that's one arm's missing and then one arm is just short. So this is a cute little snowman. So first we got Alchemy of Secrets by Stephanie Garber, Tourist Season by Ben Reaver, and just saying I have an update on the Lightlark trilogy. No, not the Lightlark, on the Butcher and Blackbird trilogy, because I read those and it's so good. Assistant to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mayer. The Irresistible Urge to Fall for Your Enemy by Bridget Knightley. And then we got Good Spirits by B.K. Borison. Jennifer Lynn Barnes' Natural Series, the collection. Let me show you again. Yeah, I know you can probably barely see it, but yeah. And then The Amish Candy Shop Holidays by Amanda Flower. And then these are Christmas decorations, but I haven't put them away yet. It is mostly hardcovers, but this one is these two are paperbacks. But other than that, yeah. We got Snow White here. And then we got my TBR jar, my reread jar, some magnetic bookmarks. My bestie gave me a seashell that I got for trick-or-treating, which is awesome, and a Disney snow globe that says 2019. So before COVID happened. Here are the books. So we got Sinling, Use, Alchemize, and then we got Sarah Beth Durst, The Greenhouse. The Enchanted Greenhouse. I'm sorry, I just like putting sprayed edges right here, showing out. And then we got When Angels Whisper by Nancy Mel. It's a Sugar Creek Amish mystery, so maybe it's a murder mystery. The Road Back to You by Ian Morgan Cron, and I met him at a church retreat years ago. Maisie Yates, Outlaw Lake, book number 2 of the Rustler Mountain series. And then I got To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. I mean, nothing wrong with a classic here, right? Finally, on this bookshelf, on the bottom one, we got this. This is the year I graduated high school. 10 years, soon to be 11. And then we got all the Harry Potter series. And I got this set on Pango for a really good deal. And it was so cute. So I'm like, oh yeah, so. Because the one that I wanted were so expensive. So I'm like, yeah, you know what, we're going to need. So that cheaper on there. By He Who Must Not Be Named, If You Know, You Know. Then I got this Christmas little book that I read for my kids. My church kids that I got them. And then Hidden Magic of Walt Disney World. Gives you like tips and tricks and stuff. And then Good Morning at the Parks at Walt Disney World. Good Morning, Good Night by Lin-Manuel Miranda. And then I got Peanut Butter Panic by Amanda Flower. Death of a Clam Digger by Lee Holes. Lethal Licorice by Amanda Flower. And then Flip for Murder by Maddie Day. So now we are going to go to my shoe rack. But here's the thing. My shoe rack is also where I'm holding all my red books. And read books already. But majority of them are in my TB rereads jar. So just letting you know, these rereads are on my shoe rack. So don't judge me because my bookshelf ain't big enough. Here for this row we got Gingerbread Bakery by Laura Gilmore, Caravel Legendary Finale, and The Ballad of Never After, all by Stephanie Garber. So this is Stephanie Garber and Laura Gilmore. We got Lauren Anderson's The Bowling King, A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson, A Whole New World by Liz Braswell, The Fault in Our Stars by John Green, The Reappearance of Rachel Price, and Summer in the City by Alex Esther. We got The Boy in the Striped Pajamas by John Boeing. Oh my god, y'all have to read this. It's so good. And then Stephanie Garber's The Curse for True Love. And then Straight On Till Morning by Liz Braswell. Spectacular by Stephanie Garber. And then When You Wish Upon a Star, which I kind of paused on it for a little bit, by Elizabeth Yim, but I will continue whenever I want to continue. And then Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. Just for bonus, these are the books I'm going to sell on my Pango / Mercari starting in March or February. So we got Powerful by Lauren Roberts. We got Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. We got Shadow and Bone by Lee Bardo. We got Tomorrow, Tomorrow, Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. And then we got Powers by Lauren Roberts. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed that video. Let me know what y'all think about that. And I think I might do an updated one maybe in July, and then another one in December, and we'll see how we are. So anyways, yeah, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and like this video if you haven't already, and I'll see you all again for the next video. Bye!